Have you ever found yourself trapped in endless loops of repetitive thoughts, spinning around in your head, keeping you awake at night, making you stressed, and draining you to the point where you can't focus on anything? That is your inner voice, a silent yet powerful conversation within us. Many people see it as a saboteur that makes life heavier. But have you ever thought that if you knew how to guide it, that very voice could become a compass, an invisible teacher, helping you find clarity in life? Chatter, the voice in our head, why it matters, and how to harness it by Ethan Kross, a leading psychologist and neuroscientist, offers profound answer to that question. With an engaging tone, persuasive research, and a wealth of real-life stories, Kross opens a door for us to re-examine the relationship between ourselves and our inner voice, one of the most important conversations each of us will ever have. Step into the world of chatter, and you'll quickly see how dynamic the human mind truly is. Every day, we spend up to a third, even half, of our waking hours thinking about the past, imagining the future, or talking to ourselves. The problem is, these thoughts aren't always helpful. When we get stuck in negative spirals, worrying, obsessing, blaming ourselves, our inner voice becomes a silent enemy, draining our spirit, lowering our performance, and straining relationships. Studies even show that rumination can affect physical health, contributing to sleep disorders, heart problems, and serious illnesses. Yet here lies the paradox. The very thing that causes us distress can also be a powerful tool for creativity, decision-making, and progress, if we learn how to harness it. In the opening chapters, Ethan Kross walks readers through fascinating scientific findings. Our inner voice can speak at a rate of up to 4,000 words per minute, dozens of times faster than spoken language. It functions like a supercomputer, helping us process information while allowing us to imagine and test scenarios in our mind before acting. The challenge is not to silence it, which is impossible, but to learn how to converse with it, so that it serves us rather than exhausts us. Kross doesn't stop at theory. He guides readers through a journey of discovery with real-life stories, from a stressed U.S. secret agent on a mission, to athletes under immense pressure, to ordinary people wrestling with daily anxieties. Each story is proof that mastering the inner voice is not an innate talent, but a skill that can be trained. What makes chatter especially practical is its toolkit of strategies. Kross introduces diverse approaches suitable for different situations. For example, one simple technique is distant self-talk. Instead of saying, "I can't get through this," use your name or the second person, "You will get through this." Research shows this small linguistic shift reduces anxiety and boosts wise decision-making. Another tool is the friend's advice technique. When stuck in a problem, imagine how you'd advise a friend in the same situation, and then apply that advice to yourself. This widens perspective, creates distance, and softens negative emotions. Kross also emphasizes the power of broad perspective. When we magnify our problems, the inner voice becomes a source of anxiety. But by comparing current struggles with bigger life experiences or viewing them from a long-term perspective, we see them as smaller and temporary. He calls this mental time travel, a reminder that no matter how intense emotions feel, they never last forever. Other techniques, like expressive journaling, taking the perspective of a neutral observer, or creating personal rituals, all help us manage the conversations within. Beyond personal tools, chatter highlights the crucial role of environment and social connections. Real-life conversations, a tidy living space, or time in nature can strongly influence our inner voice. Sometimes, calming the mind isn't just about changing how we think. It's also about changing what surrounds us. What makes chatter stand out is its balance of science and humanity. Ethan Kross doesn't merely present dry research. He writes as a storyteller. He takes readers from psychological experiments and neuroscience evidence to relatable anecdotes, turning complex ideas into something accessible and engaging. Reading the book feels like both attending a course in applied psychology and sitting down with a wise, understanding friend. So, what is the core lesson of chatter? The inner voice is not the enemy. It is an essential part of being human. The challenge is not to silence it, but to learn how to listen, adjust, and turn it into an ally. By creating distance, broadening perspective, and using the right tools, we can transform spirals of anxiety into fuel for growth. That voice can help us stay calm in challenges, be more creative at work, and more resilient in life. In a world full of pressure, overflow with information and responsibility, each of us needs an inner anchor. And sometimes, that anchor isn't somewhere outside, but within our own mind. Chatter reminds us, instead of running from the inner voice, engage with it, train it, and let it become your companion. That is a path to balance, happiness, and true growth. Dear reader, if you've ever spent sleepless nights, anxious days, or moments doubting yourself, let Chatter open a new path for you. This book doesn't promise to erase every worry, but it gives you the key to steering your own mind. And when you do that, you'll realize that real strength doesn't lie in silencing your thoughts, but in learning how to converse with yourself wisely. So, take a quiet moment, open this book, and begin your journey into the inner voice. Because, as Ethan Kross affirms, mastering the silent conversation is also mastering your life. And yes, if you'd like to discover more life-changing books like this, follow our channel, where we bring you stories of the power to transform your life. See you in the next video with a new book and a new journey. Thank you.